We're about to have a beautiful time. Positive vibes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, act like you know. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 I'm your captain now. It's going down. 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 This is how you start a fresh rap with a new track. Put your seatbelts on, prepare for the impact. In fact, I did that with less than a six-pack. But don't drink and drive, cause it's easy to sense that. The beat a crash dummy, don't smile, ain't nothing funny. Learned a long time ago.
All right, we are about ready. Itzy throwing out the first pitch. Itzy Yeji, I think is what I read. All right, Hanwha will attempt to score a run, something they haven't done all week, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, I believe Thursday was their day, though, so maybe it'll continue this year. Yeah, I knew that. I think was it Yeji? Yehi? I didn't really see. I couldn't see that closely. But yeah, Hanwha attempting to get their first run of the year during the week. We'll see how it goes because it has not been pretty. I did not stream yesterday's game, so I don't exactly know how it went yesterday. Nick can fill us in on all the juicy details. Kim Tae-yeon will lead things off for Hanwha up at the top of the lineup. They'll be facing Song Seung-gi as the first pitch is a strike at the top of the zone. So Song Seung-gi has not pitched against Hanwha. There's a swing and a miss there, and it's quickly 0-2. Again, lefty on the mound, which means Hanwha's probably not going to score very many runs against the lefty. Other than that, you got Moon Dong-ju on the mound. And that's 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out, and a second batter coming up. Not a good start for Hanwha. That's strange. There we go. All right. Oh, Moon Hyun-bin steps in. 214 on the season, 3 for 14. The DH as he fouls that away, and it's 1-1. So again, Hanwha last year was absolutely awful against lefties. Song Seung-gi is, I believe he's technically a rookie. I'm not entirely sure about the KBO rookie qualifications, as that's way upstairs, and it's 2-1. So the thing with Song Seung-gi, he's been in the military. He's doing his military duty in 2024. Last year, 2.41 ERA for the military team is going to be ripped and hooks foul 2-2. 20 games. Did have a complete game shutouts in the military. 11-4 last year. 104 innings, 121 strikeouts. So averaging more than a strikeout per inning. Already has 1 here. First 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And then in 2023, he had a 2.82 ERA in 16 games, 70 innings, 69 strikeouts. As that runs way upstairs, and it's a full count, ladies and gentlemen. It took us 2 batters to get to a full count today. But so doesn't give up a lot of home runs. 104 innings, gave up 8 home runs. And again, this is the second league guys that he's going against. That's going to be a swing and a miss at the top of the zone. Not actually the top of the zone, way above the zone. And that is 2 down on 2 strikeouts. And like I said, a lefty's on the mound does not bode well for Hanwha. Florio will be stepping in. He's played decent defense, I think. That's all I can really say. I'm not too sure about anything else because offensively he has zeros next to his name. I think he has an RBI though. And first pitch is fouled away. Yeah, he's been saving it all for this Thursday. Ooh, 2 walks. Did he immediately get thrown out trying to steal? All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Florio. Fouls that away, and that's 148 from the left side. He has got some speed. I didn't have anything as far as pitches or anything because I think he's pitched in 8 games total or in the KBO. And the 0-2 way up high, as in the catcher is jumping up to try to catch that. And he didn't chase it. Yep, hide behind that pillar so nobody can see you making stupid mistakes from the dugout. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a slow roller to Shinmin Jae, who scoops it up, throws, and 1, 2, 3, go. The Hanwha Eagles. That'll take us to the bottom of the first, and undefeated LG will be coming up to bat. Big time Hanwha Eagles. The Hanwha, as far as the pitching, obviously you have Moon Dong-ju on the mound. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. He's been reading your messages. He's been reading your pep talk messages. But offensively, really, LG hasn't really got it going yet. They've been getting stuff from everybody, but the middle of the order really hasn't been hitting well. Kim Hyun-soo is been moved down. Moon Sung-ju is taken over in left field now. Kim Hyun-soo is done basically in left, and he's just DHing. Moon Dong-ju on the mound though. Last year a 5.17 ERA. Really a difference of 2 halves basically for him. 21 games, 7-7, 111 innings, 96 strikeouts. The big thing there is the 42 walks. And 14 home runs. He gave up way more home runs last year. His velocity does seem to be back. He started his season awfully, had to go down to the second league, came back and was pitching fantastic, but then was shut down at the end of the season. So, we'll see how he does. Just a couple of years ago, he was the rookie of the year, in 2023, and then last year did not have a very solid season. So Hong Chang-gi will start things off. Yeah. So the big thing is the first inning for Moon Dong-ju was awful last year. I'm talking hitting 400 against him last year. As that's in there for a strike, and it's good for Hanwha. Already throwing a strike. Yeah, 402 is what they hit against him. And that's in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Are we going to have the first 2 batters for the first batter for both teams striking out on 3 pitches? We got a righty on the mound and a lefty, and they're going to say throw it in the dirt. As he fouls that away, and he misses it. 156 on the gun, but it stays 0-2. So 402 against him in the first inning, 353 in the third, 333 in the fourth, 324 in the fifth, and 444 in the seventh. So for Moon Dong-ju, again, not a solid season last year. But in the second half, he had a 2.60 ERA. He was 4-1 in 8 games. So again, it really a tale of 2 different halves for Moon Dong-ju. We'll see which half is playing this year, as that's going to be a grounder. An Cheong coming in, cannot get it off, and That'll probably go down as an infield hit, but probably any other league in the world, and that is an error. So a slow roller as An Chi-hong scooped it up, but when he transferred to his glove, he forgot to hold on to it. So Hong Chang-gi will be on first base. Yep, they gave him an infield hit. And just like that, Hanwha is about to go behind in the game. So Moon Sung-ju steps in, fouls that one away, and it's 0-1. There goes the no-hitter for Moon Dong-ju. Is anybody who had that bet, sorry, you've now lost. All right, the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball. 6-4, but the bobble by the superstar shortstop doesn't allow them to be able to turn two, and that will be one away. No, we'll still have a runner on first, and Moon Sung-ju will take over at first base now as the 6'4" fielder's choice. Going for the sweep, Madrid. All right, Austin Dean steps in. 313 on this season. And looks at strike one just at the top of the zone. I don't know if they win easy. Again, Moon Dong-ju is still a good pitcher. He would be an ace on half of the Korean staff or half of these staffs. It's just which Moon Dong-ju is here today is the big thing. And fouled away, and it's 0-2. I mean, it's not like the shortstop just bobbled the ball when it would have been a double play. All right, the 0-2 pitch up high. He knew he shouldn't have swung at that, but he fouled it away. As a righty, I will say, man, that high fastball from a righty, it's so hard to lay off of. It's so hard to lay off of. 안녕하세요. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sets up way in the other batter's box, and that is nowhere near a strike, and it's 1-2. Got to have that 0-2 counts. Got righty. You got to throw that 0-2 pitch into the left-hander batter's box. It is a rule. He back for more punishment. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball dropping out of the dirt, and that will be strikeout number 1 for Moon Dong-ju, and out number 2. No runs in the first. Ooh, no runs in the first inning with Moon Dong-ju on the mound. That was an interesting bet. Moon Dong-ju fouls that one away, and it's 0-1. Moon Bo-kyung hitting a mere 500 on the season. He's going to have to pick that up. All right. Sets up way up in the zone. And it is a strike and safe. Ooh, I don't know about that. Didn't he reach? No, he didn't reach. No, he missed. Didn't get the tag down on him. Excellent call by the umpire there. All right, Moon Dong-ju, pitch number 15. You've got a runner on second now and a 0-2 count. Moon Bo-young, again, already 3 home runs on this season, hitting .500 with a .611 on-base percentage. Not bad to start your first week of baseball. Sets up way on the outside. Bounces it in the dirt. Che Jae-hoon is able to block that and keep it in front of him. So that's Moon Sung-ju doesn't head over to second or third. Oh, 1-1 count now as Moon versus Moon. Sets up on the inside, and that's going to be chopped foul. Stays 1-2. You got to see him getting this pitch count up. Again, Hanwha's bullpen has been, all you could say is awful. All right, here we go. Another 1-2 pitch. Sets up right down the middle, and he misses, and it's 2-2. Sung Sung Gi quick through the first inning for LG. 2 strikeouts and a little ground out. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Way outside and runs the count full. First full count of the day for LG. Goes up 0-2, and now he's at 3-2. I live in Korea. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. And swing and a miss as the ball just drops out below the bats, and that will be 2 away. Nobody scores in the first inning. Congratulations, and we'll go to, or no one scores in the first inning, and we'll go to the second. It is 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. That might be a little loud here. Turn that down a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, you had the air that wasn't an air that caused a bunch of more. Yeah, Big Kiwis lives down the road from me here in Korea. He is the new resident, or the new Hanwha Super Foreigner fan by default, I think. 19 pitches in that first inning as LG goes over 3 with runners in the scoring, or runners on base. Leaves their first one on the base path. And No Shiwan will lead things off for the Hanwha Eagles. Why does it say? Nasty fork. All right, and Oshiwanda looks at strike 1 down the middle. In Song Sung Gi, 1-2-3 in this first inning, 2 strikeouts. Moon Sung Ju is not on base. And that's going to be a chopper right back to the pitcher, and the throw over to first, steps on the bag, and 1 away. That's going to bring up Chan Sung. Chan Sung, the former LG twin, spent years with LG Twins, leaves, and they immediately want to win a Korean series. All right, first pitch to Chan Sung just misses low and inside, and it's 1-0. So again, Son Seung-gi, I'm not sure how many pitches he's going to throw. And that's going to be a fly ball. Moon Sung-ju under it and quickly chew away. .141. 141 batting average. 4 hits in 2 games in the KBO is ridiculous. Han Ji-hong steps in. Now that they've shown that stat, gotten it out of the way, that means Hanwha should be ready to now that they threw that stat up just so that Hanwha could score some runs and get some hits. I know that's what it is, as that is filed away and it's 0-2. Kind of the knock on wood. But An Ji-hong 0 for 0 for 0 for 0 for 0 for the KBO this season, hitting 0. Goes with the number 3 hitter who's also hitting 0. That's way up again. 1-2 looks very similar to the at bat for Florio. 0-2 quickly, and then a pitch that was way up in the zone. And here we've got an 0-2, and then now a pitch way up in the zone, and we'll see what happens here. A swing and a miss at a ball in the dirts. Third strikeout of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goes Hanwha, and we'll go to the bottom of the seconds. Zeros everywhere. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So many zeros. Managing in the dugouts. My little jab there. Another quick inning. Did throw a whole 8 pitches that inning. 21 8 pitches, and he has a strikeout. Like 13 pitches in the first inning and had 2 strikeouts. That's pure. That is just going to work. Moon Dong-ju has 1 strikeout and threw 21 pitches in the first inning. 네, 근데 레전드 감독이에요. This season, last season too. And don't forget, Hernandez left after like 80 pitches on, like, I think he threw like 70 something pitches, right? All right. Oh no, that says bottom of the third. It is bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It finally switched. I didn't want it to switch though. There we go. All right, here we go. Bottom of the second, OG1 swing and a miss on a ball at the top of the zone. 0-1. Hey, 한화 계속 감독 바꾸는데 같은 감독 스타일이에요. That's filed away, and it's 0-2. So basically, Hanwha constantly changes their managers, but they all play and they all manage the exact same way, is what I said to her. All right, the 0-2 way upstairs, and it's 1-2. 맞아요. All right, the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss, and strikeout number. Why is that not working? My buttons are not working right. All right. right, 3 strikeouts for Moon Dong-ju, 3 strikeouts for Song Seung-gi, and that's fouled away, and it's 0-1 to Kim Hyun-soo. All right, the 0-1 to Kim Hyun-soo, and that's going to be a chopper into the middle of the field. An Cheong grabs it, throws across, and 2 away. That's going to bring up Lee Ju-hyun. Last year against LG, 3 games, a 1.06 ERA, 2-0, 17 innings, 15 Ks. They did hit 224 against them. So, despite the low ERA, they just had 1 bad game. Gave up 4 runs, 2 of them earned, which means obviously the defense plays into a big part. Lee Ju-hyun steps in. He's catching today, 4 for 6 on the season. And the 0-1, that's in there. Beautiful curveball, drops in the top of the zone, and it's 0-2. All right, righty. And fouls that away. And it stays 0-2. 154 on the gun as the LG fans in attendance trying to get themselves a souvenir. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch that falls out of the zone. The throw down to first, steps on the bag, and a 4th strikeout for Moon Dong-ju. He says, okay, guys, if you guys can't score, I just won't let them on the bases anymore. Is I think exactly what he just said in his head. So we'll go to the 3rd inning. It's 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody wants to score. Hanwha will have their beast, Im Jong-chan. Homer or nothing, boys. Homer or nothing. KT already putting it to Doosan. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, they are not looking good offensively. But don't worry, they brought in a brand new hitting coach. Again, the longest the hitting coach has been with him has been like 2 years. They're just it's all the same approach. Lee Ju-hyun is still trying to go out there to catch. All right, Im Jong-chan steps in and looks at ball 1. That's a good start there, a ball. Ladies and gentlemen, he's wearing down. Im Jong-chan 1 for 12 on the season, and that was a solo shot. As that misses just low, and it's 2-0 now. Im Jong-chan, not known for his ability to keep the bats on his shoulder and not swing at everything, so we'll see how this goes. And that is going to be probably a double, as that's going to be into the corner in right field. Im Jong-chan does have some speed. Hong Chang-gi scoops it up, and Im Jong-chan will be on base with a leadoff double, and the no-hitter and perfect game is gone now for Song Seung-gi. Hanwha Im Jong-chan. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? You got a runner on second with nobody out. You got JJ Hoon stepping in. Everybody knows what time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Everybody knows what time it is. Bunt, ding, bunt, 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 bunt. What's up, Alan? Long time. All right, here we go. Do we get a bunt? I haven't shown it. Oh, yeah, he's grabbing the bunt. Yeah. Gotta love a good bunt in the third inning. Yeah. Last time I remember seeing this situation, a runner on second with nobody out, JJ Hoon up to bat. And what did they do? Im Jong Chan got picked off of second base because he got too far off the bag when JJ Hoon couldn't get the bunt down. And that's going to be a bunt into the air. He's going to have to go to first. And that'll be a sacrifice bunt 1-4 on your scorebook. And it's a successful one. It'll move the runners over, or runner over. Runner on third now, and that's going to bring up a Shimu Jun, who's very well known for his clutch hitting abilities. Yeah, yeah, outside of this is the first Thursday, so this is game 5. No problemo. All right, the 1-1 now. Shimu Jun does have a hit. It was a big one, though. He's just waiting for his moments to shine, picking his hits where he's needed them most. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away, 1-2. I even streamed the Doosan KT game last night, Alan. All right, so the 1-2 pitch. Time's called by the catcher. Yeah, they started well 1 day earlier than last year, but yeah, I mean pretty close. And the 1-2 is swing and a miss, just like that's just exactly what everybody in the entire stadium and watching on TV was expecting. You got a first, you got a runner on second. You get the bunt down, move him over for your guy that's hitting 83 on the season. Yeah, so again, you still gotta have a hit. Yeah, Alan. You just make sure you vote in the polls. You can stream all the Doosan games that people vote for. I am no longer just sticking with Hanwha, as that's going to be a strike at the top of the zone. Kim Tae-yeon 0 for 1 on the day, struck out swinging in his first at bat to lead off the game. 4 strikeouts now for Song Seung-gi. A leadoff double moved over to third, and that's fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. Leadoff double by Im Jong Chan moved him to third on the sacrifice by JJ Hoon. And then Shimu Jun had a chance to just hit the ball into the outfield, but he struck out. Yeah. All right, the 0-2 in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, and it's 1-2. I'm still waiting for that Ryuhun Jin Kyum game. I'm definitely streaming that one. That's not an option for anybody. I think they play Kyum in 2 weeks. Yeah, on the 12th. 11th, 12th, and 13th. And the 1-2 fouled away on ball 2, and it stays 1-2. Oh, yeah. He's a legend, man. Kiwi, did you see the message I sent you? Oh, I sent it to Luke, not you. And that runs inside 2-2. I thought I sent it to you, Kiwi, but did you, Kiwi? Did you see who the announcer is for this game? Yeah, he's got another year after this on his contract, and that's a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. And yep, the old manager is the as that's a swing and a miss. And luckily, they got the bunt down, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody knows that bunting is super awesome, and with that bunt, they were able to get 0 runs once again. Good Lord, is Hanwha just stupid? Just dumb. It makes for great broadcasting when you're not actually trying to watch a team win. It's super awesome whenever you go 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts with a runner on third. That's awesome. He did throw 14 pitches that inning though, so there is that. Getting that pitch count up. 35 pitches through third. Leadoff double, sacrifice bunts, moves him over, and then you got 2 strikeouts behind him to leave him at third base. Instead of having Che Hoon actually swing the bat and poke one through the right side to score Im Jong Chan, they're going to try to play small ball when they haven't scored a run all week. But then again, what do I know? And Hanwha has not scored a run since they tied it up at 4. And that's going to be Pakemin sending it to Florio. First pitch and 1 away to dead center. And that'll bring up a Shinmin J. I can't even talk. No, 1 away quickly. Moon Dong-ju sitting at 30 pitches. All right, here comes Shinmin J, only hitting 750 on the season, and that is inside ball 1. 3 for 4 on the season, 2 RBIs and a walk, 800 on base percentage. As he fakes the bunt, pulls it back, but it's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1. Na 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 na. Cardenas going to hit another one. He's got 2 runners on. And the 1-1 misses inside, 2-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Shinmin J. And that's going to be a chopper. Shortstop goes back, grabs it, throws across, and 2 away. That'll flip the lineup back over to Hong Chang-gi, who led off the bottom of the first with a single. Was erased on a force out just a few pitches later, however. 2 down here. So since then, Moon Dong-ju has retired all the batters he's faced. And that's in there for a strike. Moving quickly once again. Yeah. It also doesn't help that their best pitcher is is supposed to not even be re-examined until the middle of April. I feel like my pick for Hanwha to make the playoffs is really not looking good so far. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and that will be strikeouts number 5 for Moon Dong-ju, and really just beautiful pitching so far today. As we'll go to the bottom or the 4th, it's 0-0. We have seen 2 hits though, ladies and gentlemen, 2 total hits. That's always cool. Cardenas with another RBI. Moon Sung Ju is done, and Song Chan-yi will move into left field. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting here. Oh man, I didn't even get to see it. I'm waiting. Once that the highlight video comes out, I'm pretty sure my schedule is going to be full of all the promotions that I'm going to have to do. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about not being able to see it. That's for sure. Moon Dong-ju, 37 pitches, 8 pitches that inning, and here we go. 35 pitches for Song Seung-gi, and that first pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Let me get that as Moon Hyun-bin fouls that away. All right. The 1-1 pitch coming up to Moon Hyun-bin, 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his first at bat on a full count. And fouls that one away. Nope, does not get out of play. And Moon Bo-young under it for a out number 1. Oh, they're going to go ridiculous. Do you think he keeps the ball? Getting a hit in your first hit whenever you don't get it to the fifth game. Florio fouls that one off, and it's 0-1. Now again, Florio really a ton of 4-3 groundouts. Time is called. Reset up. Oh. Yeah, if you go to the I don't know what the tab is for you. Maybe a community tab or post tab. Yeah. And the 0-1 is that's upstairs. 1-1. Yeah, you can vote on whichever game you would like me to cover, and then I will stream whichever one has the most votes. And the 1-1 pitch pops him up. Center fielder ranging over, left fielder grabs it, and 2 away. Song Chan-yi, who again just took over for Moon Sung-ju in left field. Park Min was ranging over, and it looked like he was under it, but it was a good 10, 12 feet away from him where it was actually caught. Yeah, 0 for 18 now, 0 for 17. I should probably have looked that up before the game. Is that first pitch to Noshiwan is in there for a ball. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Noshiwan. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And wait for the batter to get himself ready before you start your windup. And here comes the 1-1 pitch in the dirts. 2-1. Needs to throw that pitch. He's got to throw that outside pitch low and outside. Hanwha, Noshiwan, Chan Sung, and An Chi Hong are all going to swing at that pitch off the plate. And the 2-1, and that is crushed way up into the air as Ojiwan under it in foul territory and makes the catch. And 3 up, 3 down once again. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 0-0. It is not an offensive game, ladies and gentlemen. Not an offensive game. It's offensive, but not offensive. Man, my jokes are legit amazing. I start a KBO joke book. Sell 3 copies. Yeah. My. Ba, ba, ba. All right. Song Chani will lead things off in the bottom of the 4th for LG getting his first at bat of the day. Lucky 18. What's his number? What's Florial's number? 34? Is he going to go over 34? All right, we've got the bottom of the 4th. There's Mundongju back out on the mound. 37 pitches through 3 innings. Yeah, they don't have any other choice. Who else are they going to have? So Song Chani, 417 on the season. Looks at strike 1 on the outside. All right. And Song Chani took over for Moon Sung Ju as that's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. God, love the rhymes of the names, man. Every time I'm just like, wow. I feel like the smoothest broadcaster ever. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside, and it's 1-2. Maybe that's what it is. He won't last to the second half if he does what Peraza did in the second half. As that's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be an error on the all-star shortstop, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha with her first error of the day. You're not supposed to clap for errors, dude. Yeah, you're putting numbers on the scoreboard, but it's the wrong section of the scoreboard, dude. Bounced off right off the edge of the grass. All right, yeah. That's gonna bring up Mr. Austin. Ding, 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 ding. Do I? I think I still got some. No. I thought I still had Austin's music, but I don't think I do. No, I don't. All right. Austin, ding, 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 ding. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Mr. Austin. And that's upstairs, 1-1. Da, 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 da. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Sets up. He says check over on him, and he steps off the back and slides back in. He just about had an easy stolen base there. He was halfway before JJ Hoon is like, hey, hey, hey. So he stepped off the back and was able just to slide in. Well, here we go now. And that's going to be a chopper. The third baseman, Noshiwan, grabs it, throws, and one away, moves the runner over. Productive outs on the 5-3 putouts. There we go. That's what you see. What's that? That's moving the runner over without having to sacrifice bunts. Crazy. Crazy. I'm telling you right now, this is probably the most entertaining part of this game. All right, Moonbo Kyung steps in. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his first at-bats back in the first inning. And beautiful hook at the top of the zone there, and it's 0-1. All right, 0-1 sets up Way. No, I'm waiting on 2 things to come in. And the first, like up until the first month is so busy with my work. So I don't have too much time to really get everything. And I also want to get find the pitching rotations before I start doing too much else. Because that's right back at Moon Dong-ju, who's going to underhand toss. And he's going to move over to third base as Moon Dong-ju didn't even look him back. That was just like a random one that just came to me. Oh, 2 productive outs, but now you've got 2 down. OG1 will come up with a runner on third base. Yeah, I ordered a bunch of stuff to set up this room to kind of make it into a studio. So I'm waiting on a couple things to come in. I think one of them should be here next week, and the other one the first part of the following week. So we'll see if I can get everything set up. I've been having trouble editing with as I've attempted to edit my preseason picks twice now. Or sorry, three times, and I'm just running into a bunch of issues with my editing program. So I got to get that fixed first before I can do anything else. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sets up Way in the zone, and he doesn't chase it, and it's 1-2 now. 50 pitches now for Moon Dong-ju. 167 on the season for OG1, who is no longer the captain. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Pops him up. That could be a little bit of trouble. Shimu Jun floating over, but makes the catch. I don't know if that's foul territory or fair territory. The air doesn't hurt him as we'll go to the 5th inning. It's 0-0. Nobody wants to score. Everybody's too busy watching the Itzy girl on camera. We'll see if they give him an infield foul fly. So they are going to say it's foul territory. Yeah, that's the only highlight that is really when they show the highlight videos, it's gonna be her brushing back Moon Hyun Bin on the opening pitch, and then just her cheering. That's gonna be the highlight video for this entire game. Oh, Cheon Sung will lead off here for Hanwha. All right. So again, 5, 6, 7, Cheon Sung, An Ji Hong, and the one hits for Hanwha coming up soon. Why is this doing this? All right, Song Seung Gi on the mound, 45 pitches through the first 4 innings. He's going to face Cheon Sung. And first pitch is low, ball 1. Last inning was the first inning he didn't have a strikeout. Actually, I don't think Moon Dong-ju had a strikeout. Yeah, last inning was the first inning that there weren't no strikeouts. Pitcher showing some fatigue. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Chan Sung. Pops him up at a pitch at his eyes. That might be a little trouble. Shin Min Jae under it. And 1 away. Again, Hanwha against lefties is there's not even a word to describe it, really. And they had 2 hits against De Jesus in the opening game, despite winning the opening game. As that's in there right down the middle, as An Ji Hong looks like he buckled there for a pitch that was nowhere near him. Lefty on the mound, he's a righty, and the pitch was right down the middle. That's his warning. I guess, I don't know. I really need to look up these pitch clock rules for the KBO. But that's going to be chopped foul, and it's 0-2. An Ji Hong 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his first at bat back in the 2nd inning. Strikeout number 4 for Song Seung Gi, the left-handed rookie. And the 0-2, and that's slapped foul and stays 0-2. And it says throw it in the dirt. He does, but it's chopped foul as he just got a piece. 131 on that curveball. And he has not pitched in the KBO since 2023. I think he pitched in 1 game in 2023. Yep, 1 game in 2023, 7 games in 2022. So he's pitched in 8 games as that's fouled away. 8 games with a total of 9 1/3 innings. So I don't know the rules as far as foreigners. I do know that Moon Dong-ju won the Rookie of the year after he threw 27 or 28 innings. So he'd be under that as he fouls another one, and it stays 0-2. But I don't know if it's how X amount of years after your debut, or doesn't count if you've gone to the military, or what's the rules are for the KBO. And that's going to be a ground ball. A second baseman just scoops it up, throws over, and 2 away. Yeah. 8 pitches there. That matches his pitch total from the second inning. 8 pitches or 9? He was at 45 coming into this inning. I don't know if he's at 53 or 54. All right, Im Jong-chan, the 1 hits for Hanwha as that's upstairs. And it's 1-0. .154 now on the season for Im Jong-chan. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Sets up outside and fouls it away. 1-1. Im Jong-chan. Hanwha Im Jong-chan. Local boy, swing and miss. Hanwha Im Jong-chan. I don't know if I'm going to get a broadcasting deal or a record deal, as he says, throw it way outside. He does. He breaks his bat off the glove of the pitcher, tosses it to first. And that'll be all of Hanwha in the first half of this game. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 0-0 with 2 total hits for the entire game. But on the bright side, we are flying. Did Hanwha have a double yesterday, though? No. No, yeah, Chan Sung had a double in the 7th. They had 2 hits and an error on Tuesday. They had 2 hits and 2 errors yesterday. They've got 1 hit and 1 error today through 5 innings. Again, the last time they scored a run was on Sunday. The 9th, and Noshiwan tied it up in the top of the 9th. So in the last 3 games, the last 27 innings, they've scored 1 run. Che Jae-hoon will lead things off for Hanwha. Yeah. I mean, Hanwha does have, without a doubt, the toughest starts. Again, they have so they have KT, who made the playoffs. Then they have LG, who made the playoffs. And then they have Kia at home, who made the playoffs. Then they have Lotte, but then they have Samsung and Doosan. The 5 of their first 6 series are all against the teams that made the playoffs. All right, Kim Hyun-soo steps in. I don't know why I said Che Jae-hoon is up. Kim Hyun-soo steps in. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a swing and a miss there, 1-1. Grounded into a 4-3 ground out in the second inning. And the 1-1 pitch sets up on the inside. And did he go around? He did not. 2-1. Back in the days when Hanwha was in the #1 spots in the standings. And the 2-1, and that's up high, 3-1. 5th inning. Let's see what happens here. All right, the 3-1. That is lifted right at Florio, who takes a step back and then a couple back in and 1 away. Is he saying 1 out, or I just want 1 hit? What do you think he's saying, guys? All right, Moon Dong-ju is going to face Lee Ju-hyun again, the catcher just for Sung-Sung-gi, as he first pitch swinging, Florio coming in again, and that is 2 away. 57 pitches now for Moon Dong-ju through 4 2/3 innings. Sung-Sung-gi himself, 57 pitches through, as Jo Dong-wook warming up in the Hanwha bullpen. That's a good strategy. The guy that's been throwing absolutely lights out. You should probably pull him at the break. And Park Min fouls that one away. The LG captain, 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to center field in his only at bat. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Drops the bunt down, but apparently maybe it hit his bat again or something. I don't know. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, 1-2. And maybe they're trying to, I don't know. Are they like, oh, we're only going to throw these guys 5 innings? Who cares if they've only thrown 60 pitches? All right, the 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? He went around. And that will be a strikeout number 6 for Moon Dong-ju. And we'll go to the break. They're going to look for some offense during the stretch. I'll be back as I'm actually going to look for something with a crooked letter, or crooked number, I should say. I'll be back in just a sec. All right, we're just about back. Why is my inning button not working? There we go. So JJ Hoon, JJ Hoon will lead things off. Sung Sung Gi back out on the mound. JJ Hoon sacrificed bunts that was useless in the first at bat, and he looks at strike one, and it's 0-1. So JJ Hoon 0 for 0 on the day, and 0 for 0 for 0 for 0 on the season. And the 0-1 is swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Did have a nice pirouette there, though. You have to give him that. Give him that. All right, here comes the 0-2, and that's lifted into Hong Chang Gi, who floats back a little bit, and like that, one away. That'll bring up Shimu Jun, who has more errors than hits today. In fact, he has more errors than hits on the season. Nah, I guess so. And that's in there for a strike. Right down the middle, and it's 0-1. Shimu Jun struck out with a runner on third base and 1 out back in the third inning. The only base runner that's Hanwha has had, as that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 on the big, beautiful curveball on the outside corner. Hitting a 0.77 on the season from Hanwha's big offseason acquisition. And the 0-2 pops him up. Second baseman under it, and that is 2 away. They'll flip the lineup back over. Flips the lineup back over. Kim Tae-yeon steps in. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Don't pay any attention to what they say up the top. Now they fixed it. Probably heard me telling them that they were wrong and decided that they needed to fix it. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Kim Tae-yeon. And a swing and a miss, 1-1. 147 on the gun. Hanwha fans cheering. Not sure what they're cheering for, but don't worry. You've got the guys with the 500 millimeter zoom lenses not paying any attention to the game just so that they can film the cheerleaders. Still think that's super weird. Was that pitch number 67? Ladies and gentlemen, that was pitch number 67, which was what you would call a strike. He did not go around. He definitely did not go around. But the home plate umpire said he did. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Kim Tae-yeon. Curveball, but he just gets a piece of it and stays alive. 1-2. 5 strikeouts on the game so far for the left-hander. None since the third inning, though. 4th, 5th, and 6th, they went 1, 2, 3, but have not done anything. That's way upstairs. 2-2. All right, pitch number 70, 2-2. Pops him up as the shortstop OG Wan sliding out there under it, and that's will be out number 3. 1, 2, 3 goes Hanwha on the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still nothing to nothing. Nobody wants to hit the ball. Nobody wants to score a run. All right. Low or LG will have 9-1-2 coming up. Man. Okay. I'm making sure I had Hanwha's 70 pitches, 9 pitches that inning. He's had 4 innings that he's thrown 10 or less pitches. First inning, he threw 19. No, that's never mind. He threw 12 that inning. So 70 pitches through 6 innings. Just been consistent. Moon Dong-ju is obviously pitching well too. 61 pitches for him. And nope, he is done. Ladies and gentlemen, he is done. Moon Dong-ju, 6 innings, and he is done for the day. Wow. 5 innings, and he is done. I cannot believe this. Actually, I can believe this because the Hanwha manager is something. Jo Dong-wook will make his way out onto the mound. 6.37 ERA, 21 games, 1-2, 41 innings, 32 strikeouts, 20 walks, and a 1.73 WHIP. That's in there for a strike. The one advantage is that Hanwha does have LG has a lot of lefties who don't hit lefties really that well, but that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And it's 0-2. Fouled away, stays at 0-2. I don't. Nobody understands this. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Shin-Min Jae. That's outside. I can imagine the Hanwha netizens going crazy if he gives up this lead. He gives up the lead here in the 6th inning. Your pitcher threw 61 pitches through 5 innings, and you pull him. All right, the 1-2 pitch in the dirts, 2-2. Got ahead 0-2, and now we're at 2-2. That LG fan does not look like she's having very much fun. It looks like she's learning the cheers because she's like, all right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper. Shin Moo-jun backhands it, throws across, and 1 away. That'll flip the lineup back over to Hong Chang-gi. I can't imagine how the starter feels either whenever he is going to be a free agent in a couple years. All right, Hong Chang-gi looks at strike 1. 1 for 2 on the day. He started LG off with a with a single, and since then they've only had 1 other base runner, and that was via an error on the shortstop. So LG's one hit of the game came and the first batter for LG way back in the first inning. Since then, they have been held hitless. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that's in there for a strike, 1-2. Thank you, whoever just did that. So final line on Moondong Ju, 61 pitches, 45 strikes, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, and that's going to be a liner to center field and 2 away. So, yeah, I mean, 61 pitches, 45 for strikes, 1 hit was the leadoff batter there, Hong Chang-gi. He got a hit in the first at bat for LG. No walks, 6 strikeouts. I mean, he had 1 full count, and that was in the first inning. As that's first pitch is popped up. Che Jae-hoon giving chase, but it'll get out of play, and it'll be 0-1. So Song Chani reached on an error in his first at-bats, his only at-bats. Hong Chang-gi. I used to have the music, but when I redid everything, it so much to do music here. I never re-downloaded all my music. I'll have to work on that after I get everything all set up and situated. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Song Chan-hee, and that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. 130 on the old radar. All right, the 0-2 in the dirt, and it's 1-2. What'd they do? Did they just give up a grand slam to Cardenas? All right, the 1-2, and that's fouled away, maybe? Kim Jong-chan giving chase, but it'll get into the netting, and it stays 1-2. I'll have to see what that is. And the 1-2, that's going to be ripped, and that's going to fall just inside the fair. No? I thought it looked like it was just inside. They're gonna review that. It looked like it fell inside the fair territory to me, but obviously I'm a few hundred kilometers away. We'll see here. No, it hit the chalk, so that should be a fair ball. So you saw flying up, but the thing is they paint the lines, they don't chalk the lines. The KBO is cheap. As you can see, I mean, yeah, it hit the edge of the line. That's fair. He's taking off the gear. He's like, I know I'm. We'll see. Still waiting. Still waiting. Poor girl spent a month's paycheck to get that uniform. She looks like she's a part-timer. She doesn't look very old. Still waiting on the video replay. The third base coach is way down the the line, looking where it hit. He's like, "Yeah, no, it was a hit. Yeah, I'm looking at it, man." He's like, "I can see right where it hit." All right, so he's going to be on third base for Austin. I don't know why that took so long. I really don't know why that took so long. There you go. You've got more base runners than Hanwha's had all day. All right, Austin Dean steps in. He's got a chance to get get a team on the board, I should say, as it's 1-0 as that missed outside. Single should score a run as he's going to be off on anything that is hits. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Runs way inside, 2-0. Austin Dean 0 for 3 or 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out his first at bats, a 5-3 ground out in his second at bats. That was after girl behind her is like, "What? Wait, what is she doing? What cheer is she doing? Oh, what is this? Okay, yeah." It showed the dirt. I don't have a favorite team, as that is ball 3, 3-0 now. All right, are you a KT Wiz? No, you're a Lions fan. I just enjoy the KBO. No, I have no allegiance to any team. All right, here comes the 3-0 pitch. Mr. Austin ding 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 ding. And just catches the top of the zone, and it's 3-1. Samsung tied 4-4 right now. Bottom of the fourth. All right, here comes the 3-1 pitch. Oh, I don't have a favorite player. Oh, that's a broken bats foul as Cheon Sung gives chase, but it's going to go into the bullpen as he shattered that right at the handle. Who's pitching? Oh, on up. He's still in there? Oh, you guys are only in the 5th inning. That's why. Bases loaded for who? Both bases loaded for Kong Sung Ho. There you go. Ooh, that rhymed too, man. I am on fire. I meant like who was up. All right, here we go. Runner on second. 3-2 count to Austin. Pitch number 21 for Joe Donuk, who took over after Moon Dongju threw 61 pitches through 5 innings with 5 strikeouts. An unheard of pitching change after the break. And here comes the pitch. And that runs inside, and runners on first and seconds. That's going to bring up one of the hottest hitters in the KBO to start the season, Moonbo Young. KT just wants to make the game interesting, I guess. Yeah, Kang Sung Ho is the who's up to bat. The third baseman who took over for Hog Young Min, who went to KT. But all the games are close. You know, you got 0-0 here, 2-2 Lotte versus SSG, 4-4 NC versus Samsung. You got 2-1 Kium over Kia. But Doosan KT is 0-4, but Doosan's got the bases loaded with their number 3 hitter coming up. All right, Moonbo Young 0-2 on the day with a strikeout and a 1-3 groundouts. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Pitch number 22 for Joe Donuk. LG's WAR leaders, Moonbo Young sitting at .7 already. 3 home runs in 4 games. And fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. That's almost the exact same place that one hit earlier. I remember all those empty seats over there. Because it's the KBO. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. Got to do it. 0-2, lefty versus lefty. You got to throw it on the right-hander batter's box. Again, I don't make the rules. I just point them out. Joe Donuk getting ready to throw pitch number 24. Song Seung Gi is throwing 69 through, or sorry, I think he's throwing 71 actually. And that's in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Pitch number 25 there. I think my Song Seung Gi is off by 1. Yeah, 70 pitches. All right, again, got up 0-2. Now he's sitting at 2-2. And that is lifted. Im Jong Chan is ranging over and catches it. And 2 will be stranded as didn't quite get enough of it. We'll go to the 7th. It's 0-0 still. And actually, LG got a hit there. There we go. Another 0 for 1, 0 for 1, 2 on. They've had 4 base runners. They've all been didn't score. AirPods 4. All right, Moon Hyun Bin. Will lead off for Hanwha. Top of the 7th. I thought he got it, but must have just missed it. As Moon Hyunbin looks at ball one upstairs. Song Sung Gi still out there. Again, why not? He's only thrown 70 pitches through 6 innings, and he is obviously dealing. And that's going to be grounded foul, 1-1. Moon Hyunbin 0 for 2 on the day, struck out in his first at bat, and then popped up in foul territory to the third baseman back in the fourth in his second at bat. And here comes the 1-1. A curveball floats out of the hand, and it's 2-1 as that went up above Moon Hyunbin's head. 188 on the young season for the young DH. And 2-1 jams him, pops it up. The third baseman catches it in foul territory, and that will be his second straight pop up in the foul territory, and 1 away here in the top of the 7th. All right, Florio 0 for 2 today, as looks at strike one, and it's 0-1. 0 for 2, I think what is it, 0 for 17 on the season so far. Zeros all around the world for Florio. And the 0-1, and that's in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-2. Hanwha fans are trying to watch. Look, don't turn your head. You're going to miss his first hit, ladies and gentlemen. And in the 0-2, foul. Song Sung Gi sitting at 77 pitches in the top of the 7th, and he's 0 for 17. Somebody pull a slot machine lever, and that's in the dirt and bounces way away. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Florio still looking for his first hits, and that's way upstairs, 2-2. Have to think that this is probably going to be Song Sung Gi's last inning, as they'll go to the bullpen after this. The number 5 starter for LG. Again, I think LG has one of the top 3 pitching staffs. As that misses outside, and it's 3-2. Florio's got himself a full count, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe he can get at least a walk and then try to steal a base. All right, here comes the 3-2, and that walked him way up high. Got ahead 0-2, and then walked him. Florio on base for the first time today. That's going to bring up a Noshiwan and Chan Sung. 3 walks, baby. And that'll be it for him, I think, is now he's going to run into right-handers, Noshiwan, right-hander Chan Sung, right-hander An Chi Hong. 6.1 innings, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. The first walk issued for LG up until the walk last inning to Austin Dean. So both 3 hitters in their last at-bats have walked on full counts. And they were the only 2 walks so far in the game. Surprising, surprising, surprising. Yeah, I'm not too sure I would be pitching to Noshiwan here with a lefty versus righty. But again, Noshiwan last year could not hit lefties to save his life. That is an awful stat. That is so bad. Hanwha's leading WAR guy is .08. As that gets away, and Florio will move up to second base. Their leading war guy is No Shiwan with .08. They have 3 guys that are over. No, .08, wasn't it? .08. They have 3 guys over of replacement level player at this point. All right. Well, that moved Florio into scoring position, and Noshiwan gets jammed, and it's 2-1 as he fouls that away. Yeah, don't you take away Noshiwan's stats. Shabu all day. Shabu all day. And that's right down the middle for strike 2. All right, to the 2-2 pitch. Ooh, just got a piece of that beautiful curveball. That thing just dropped. All right, again, a 2-2 pitch once again, and that is crushed. Foul. Absolutely crushed. Foul. Forkball got deposited about 8 rows, no, 12 rows deep in the just to the left of the foul pole. All right, we've got another 2-2. He's going to go outside. No, he's going to check on Florio, who dives back in, and I got to think that they're going to go outside. I talked about this earlier. No Shiwan, Chan Song, and An Chi Hong are going to chase that pitch out of the zone in off the plate to the left, into the left field batter's boxes. That's going to be a ground ball. Moon Bo-kyung checks back Florio, throws across the diamond, and a very unproductive out as the 5-3 ground out isn't able to move Florio into a scoring position, and we've got 2 away now as Cheon Sung will step in. And Moon Bo-kyung makes the catch, checks over back with Florio, and then Austin Dean actually drops the ball as he takes it out of his glove to double check and call time. But here comes a Cheon Sung, and that's a pitch out of the zone, and it's 1-0. That's the pitch that I was talking about that Noshiwan would probably be swinging at with a 2-strike count. 89 pitches now for Song Sung Gi. Again, has not pitched in the KBO except for 1 game in 2023, as that's a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 90 pitches. And a 1-1 counts. Runner on second is Florio, who walked on a full count back in the second batter, and Noshiwan with a 5-3 ground outs didn't move him over. And the 1-1 pitch bounces it in the dirt, but blocked beautifully by Iju Hyun, and it's 2-1. All right. Big at bats here for Hanwha. They've got their 3, 4, 5 hitters with a runner in scoring position. Or sorry, 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up. And the 2-1 is that's a swing and a miss. There's that pitch on the outside of the zone. Just like I said, ladies and gentlemen, somebody watching this game knows what the hell he's talking about. Well, and yeah, that pitch off the zone in right at the line of the other batter's box is the strike 3 all day against Chan Sung, No Shiwan, and An Chi Hong, and they're going to go right back to it. It drifted back over the plate, though, and he fouls it away. Set up on the outside again, right at that line for the left-handed batter's box, that inside line. That is the spot That's Chan Sung, Anji Hong, and No Shiwan struck out on so many times last year, but that one leaked back into the middle of the plates. All right, he's saying, get it down, get it down. That's going to be a ground ball. Moonbo Young bobbles it a bit, regathers, throws it across the diamond, and outs. Number 3 is Florial walks, moves over on the wild pitch or pass ball. I'm not sure exactly which, but nothing after him, and we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 0-0. I mean, I guess I could say it's 2-1 if we're talking about hits. Big time offensive day, ladies and gentlemen. Big time offensive day. Again, once again, a lefty just dominates Hanwha through 24 pitches that inning. 94. Obviously, he is going to be done. Hanwha now 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They've had 2 base runners. They've both been left in scoring position. So Ojiwan will lead things off here in the 7th inning, and I assume Jodonuk will be done. I have to imagine that they're going to go with a new pitcher here. We'll see who they bring in. Or are they going to throw him out there again? He threw 26 pitches in that last inning, and again ran into trouble with a walk and a double. Can they get rid of these starting pitcher sheets? All right, I think we should be coming back. Nobody's on base because there's nobody up to bat yet. All right, Ojiwan is Jodonuk throws the first pitch, and that is at the warning track, but just in front of its and one away. Just got under it a bit. And that'll bring up Kim Hyun-soo 0 for 2 on the day with a 4-3 ground out and a fly out to center field in his last at bats. Jo Dong-wook is going to go through these lefties here as that's in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Have to wonder if so on deck is Lee Ju-hyun, who is a righty, and then Park Hae-min is a lefty, Shin Min-jae is a lefty, Hong Chang-gi is a lefty. So he's basically going to take his turn through the rotation against the lefties. And the 1-0 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, throws, and 2 away. Yeah. And Joe Nonuk says, I want a new baseball. I don't want this one. I want a new one. That one didn't feel right. So Lee Ju-hyun steps in. Is that name Hun? I've had the wrong name the whole game. Lee Ju-hyun. That's why he hasn't been hitting, as that's a ball outside. Now that I've acknowledged my mistake, we'll see what happens here. Oops, wrong button. And that's low, ball 2. I had the guy's name wrong the whole game. He's boycotting getting hits because I disrespected his name. But he's ready now, and here we go. The 2-0 pitch misses low, 3-0. Oh, that's another classic right there. Misses low, 3-0. All right, the 3-0 pitch catches the outside corner. It's 3-1. 33 pitches for Jono Nuk, who came out of the bullpen. And that's going to be ball 4, and a 2-out walk for Iju Hun, who I finally announced that his name is correct, and he said, "Thank you, I'll take my base now." And that's going to bring up the Capitan Pakamin. We'll see. Looks like he gave a little look to the dugouts, checking to see if he gets to stay in and pitch. He finally faced a right-handed batter, and he walked him. All right, Pakamin steps in now. I talked about it earlier. Lefties do, this LG team does struggle against lefties. And that's in the dirt. Oops, not a strike. That's a ball. 35 pitches now for Jodo Nuk. 1-0 to Pakamin. Pakamin 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out in his last at bat in a an F8 fly out to center field in his second at bat back in the 3rd inning. And here comes the 1-0 pitch right down the middle, and it's 1-1. Iju Hun, I don't know if he's got wheels. I mean, he's a catcher, so I don't imagine he's got much, but he seems pretty young. This is his 2nd year in the league. He has never attempted a stolen base, as that misses outside, and it's 2-1. Let's see what he did in the futures last year. He attempted 1 stolen base. He has 1 for 1 in the stolen base attempts in his KBO career. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Misses low, 3-1. Okay, Mino wipes his eyes. Says, "I can't believe they kept this guy in." He's like, "I'm so glad that Moon Dongju isn't pitching anymore. He was ringing me up." All right, to the 3-1 pitch. Sets up right down the middle and almost hits him, and that'll be back-to-back walks. 3 walks now by... Oops, wrong button. 3 walks now by Jodo Nuk, and you're running into some serious issues here late in the game. That's going to bring up a Shinmin Jae as Han Sung-hyuk is getting warmed up now. Is going to have a pinch runner over at second base now. I assume that's Jiandi. Chewan something. I didn't hear exactly. I'm not going to change it because he's not the catcher. So there's 2 outs here. No runner on first and second. And never mind. We're going to have a pitching change. Looks like a pitching coach is going to come out on the mound to buy some time before he brings in Han Sung-hyuk. And so Chaewon Young will take over on the base pass for Iju Hun. They're just going to talk about how they want to approach him, I guess. Nope. They're going to say, "Thanks for playing. We're going to have a pitching change, our first live pitching change, as Han Sung-hyuk will come in, and I'll take a little break." Han Sung-hyuk comes in to replace Jodo Nuk, who really didn't pitch well. We'll just put it at that. Did not pitch well. Sung-hyuk will come in and pitch. Oh, we got runners on first and second for Shin Min Jae, the little man, the second baseman, the slap hitter, 263 ground outs. Again, he's a left-hander. Ah, man, nobody. 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 There's been 3 hits in the game. There's now. What the viewers? What? The viewers. I was like, I was literally running through my head, like the Korean letters, uh, the Korean letters that would have given you viewers. Yeah, not the viewers, man. We are not. Han Sung-hyuk out on the mound, 6.75 ERA on this season. 2 games, 1 loss and 1 hold, 1.1 innings, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and a 1.5 whip. So we'll have 2 outs, 2 on, bottom of the 2nd or 7th. Shin-Min Jae, the second baseman, 0 for 2. Couple Hanwha fans sitting in the middle of the LG cheer section. All right, here we go. Han Sung-hyuk fakes the throw, steps off, and spins around. Che Young Wan or Che Wan Young. Che Wan Young or Che Young Wan? Did I put that right? No, I did. Che Wan Young took over its second base for Lee Ju Hyung, and that is going to be low on ball 1, 1-0. Again, still have to think that Song Seung Gi will be done for the day after he's thrown 93 pitches. He's hoping to be in line for a win. If LG can get a single here, a single would score a run. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. All right. This season, when the runner's in scoring position, he's hitting 667. That's right, 667. 2 for 3. And Han Sung-hyuk once again spins around, makes Che Wan Young go back to second base. All right, the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper. First baseman grabs it, takes it himself, and steps on the bag. And 2 more are stranded as the groundouts clears the inning. And we'll go to the 8th. We're still looking for a run. That's right. We're looking for 1 run. That's it. Just one. Just one. Just 1 run is all we're asking for, ladies and gentlemen. Just 1. LG is now hitless. I mean, they only have 2 hits, so yeah, you can't do much. They've only got 2 hits, so they are 0 for 8 with runners on scoring position. They're 0 for 5 with runners in, or sorry, they're 0 for 8 with runners on base. They're 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. They've left 6 base runners on. Hanwha is not doing any better. In fact, they're 0 for 4 with runners on base and 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They've had 2 base runners, and they have 2 stranded base runners. They need something, man. This is. Let's see. An Ji-hong will lead things off for Hanwha here in the top of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 8th. I said top of the 8th. And I assume we're going to have a new pitcher. Yeah. So Park Dong-hwan takes over behind the bag, and Park Myung-gun is on the mound. 1 game, 1 inning, 1 whip. Oh, I'll get those things changed for those viewers. Again, Park Dong-hwan back behind the plate. And first pitch is going to be a ground ball and 1 away. Oh, Am I going to get it changed before we have to? Park Dong-won is there. And then Park Myung-gun. And that misses outside. Ball one, 1-2. Wrong button, wrong button. And fouls that one away. Im Jong Chan has the one Hanwha hits, ladies and gentlemen. He is the one hit, the double way back in the third inning. And that misses outside. 2-1. Hanwha Im Jong Chan, local boy. And that's a way outside. 3-1. This dude is small. I've been trying to change things. I didn't realize. Dude, it looks small. 174 side armor. All right, the 3-1 pitch. And it fouls it away, runs the count full. Second full count of the day for Hanwha. The other one was 1 out with a Florio walked on a full count with 1 out in the last inning. Oh, sorry, this is their third full count. Sorry, my bad. There was 1 in the first inning. Third full count, a strikeout in the first by Moon Hyun-bin, a walk by Florio last inning, and then now a walk here by Im Jong Chan, and they've got another base runner on, ladies and gentlemen. Can they do something with it? Che Jae-hoon will come up to bat. Oh, there's that dude that always stood next to me at the game. No, but you can't have Che Jae-hoon step in and take a pitch and get hit by it from the right side. That's what I would be doing. Is Iwan Suk is going to pinch run, get a little bit more speed. Im Jong Chan doesn't have bad speed. And they're going to have a pinch hitter. Again, I wouldn't do this. Again, the reason why I wouldn't do this is because he's been missing outside on a lefty. You could have Che Jae-hoon in there, and he could just get hit by the pitch, and you got runners on first and second. So Che and Ho steps in. And that's way outside. That would have been hit Che Jae-hoon right there. But again, what do I know? What do I know? All right, here we go. We got a 1-0 count. He is struggling to find the strike zone. Just walked Im Jong Chan. Iwan Suk over there now running, and Che and Ho, the 1-0 counts. And that's a strike in there, and that's 1-1 now. All right, the 1-1 pitch checks over at first, and he slides back. Iwan Suk, plenty of speed. Well, plenty of speed before. I don't know how much speed he's got now that he's put on 13 kilos in the offseason. And the 1-1, that's inside. It's 2-1. You got to think that this is his only batter. And the 2-1, that's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a 4-6 3 double play. And that will end the Hanwha top half of the 8th. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, for the bottom of the 8th. Yep, all 5 of their starters are in the top of the brackets as EJ Wan under it and drops it just like EJ Wan does, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to go down as an error as EJ Wan does EJ Wan things. EJ Wan doing EJ Wan things. Where? I think I can start on it. And that's outside. Hanging out at the Futures League. Wishing he was traded. All right, here comes fouled away, and that's 1 and 2. So Song Chan Yi doubled in his last at bats. Rishon an E6. He's been on base both times so far today. All right, the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be chopped foul, and it stays 1-2. Didn't quite see who was warming up in the bullpen there. But, all right. The 1-2 pitch, once again, 11 pitches for Han Sung-hyuk. Shakes off E.J. Wan, who, again, is having this at-bat because he dropped another ball. Did he go around? He went around, and that's going to be strikeouts number 1 and outs number 2 here in the bottom of the bottom of the 8th. And E.J. Wan under it, camped under it. He's always struggled. I mean, absolutely struggles catching the ball, just catching the ball. Not like throwing out runners. Nothing. Just he struggles just to catch a ball. All right, that's going to bring up Austin. Austin walked in his last at-bats, was stranded, and looks it's ball 1 on the outside. Austin .18 WAR, just 5th on the team. And here comes the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball through the left side, and he's got himself a base hit as he's on base for the 2nd straight at-bats. Oh, that's not the right button. That is not the right button. It is not the bottom of the 9th. I got too many buttons. I got too many buttons. There we go. All right, we're all fixed. I need a production crew. Anybody want to work for Deep's Water? All right, Moon Bo-kyung looks at ball 1 up high. Well, Austin, not the best speed over at first. He's a big guy, but they want him offense and defense in there just in case, as Moon Bo-kyung fouls that one away, and it's 1-1. All right, the 1-1 in the dirt, so that gets away, but he's able to keep it close enough, and that's 2-1. Here we go, a 2-1 count to Moon Bo-kyung. Fouled away, 2-2. He is late on it. Han Sung-hyuk does have a good fastball and forkball. Don't understand that. He's right-handed, just used the rosin bag with his left hand, rubbed it on the ball, and then put his glove back on. Looks like it's starting to rain a little bit at the stadium. And the 2-2 runs inside, and we've got ourselves a full count. You can see the rain is starting to come down a little bit. Not enough to really coat any of the helmets or cause anybody to wipe anything off, but here comes the 3-2, and they'll check over on Austin. And ripped foul. And that's going to be a ground ball past the right side. Austin Dean is going to round to second and head to third. For some reason, JNO or Iwan Suk is thinking he's going to throw it all the way over there. And they've got runners on the corner now with just 2 outs. That's going to bring up OG Wan, the former captain and hero of the championship team, as they are trying to get themselves in position to move 5-0, the last undefeated team in the league. And again, I do not know why Iwan Suk came up throwing like he was going to throw anybody out. Kim Saw-hyun warming up in the bullpen. We'll see. It seems like he's about to come out. OG Wan. He keeps looking over at the dugouts and the bullpen. And OG Wan comes out. Moon Bo-kyung doesn't have the best speed at first, and Austin doesn't have the best speed at third. So a little league double steal wouldn't make a lot of sense. But then again, this manager is for LG is not very smart, because that's in the dirt and it's 1-0. The rain looks like it's picking up a little bit. It's coming down a little harder now. LG would like to score here, hold Hanwha, and get all packed up for the first road trip of the season for them. He seems to be struggling with being able to grip onto the ball. Austin Dean leading off over at third base. He's got his sweet oven mitt on the left hand in case he needs to slide in. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. Runs inside, 3-0. I have to imagine that he's going to be waiting all the whole time, not swinging at this. And the 3-0 misses upstairs, and he walks the bases loaded, ladies and gentlemen. Walks the bases loaded. And I'm going to tell you why this is scary for Hanwha if they make a pitching change here. Now, I assume they're going to if they make a pitching change here, Hanwha really doesn't have, so they're not going to make a pitching change, but the base is loaded. The rain's coming down a little bit more harder, and that's going to be ball 1 to Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo 0 for 3 on the day, a 4-3 ground out, a fly out to center, and a 6-3 ground out. You have to think that LG is just taking the whole way right now. You go to Kim Saw-hyun, that's dangerous too, because again, he struggles with command, and you've got the bases loaded here as he finally gets one over across for a strike. It's 1-1. So if you go to Kim Saw-hyun here, again, he struggles with command. He often has a wild pitch, and he's also not very good whenever he comes in to finish someone else's inning. So here comes the 1-1, and that's going to be a single over the jumping second baseman. Austin Dean is coming in. Moon Bo-kyung is being waved in, and they've got the 2-0 lead as Kim Saw-hyun comes through with the 2 RBI, 2 outs, single, and LG takes the late lead 2-0 on the 1-1 single. Why is this not showing up scores? Big 2 outs, bases loaded single. And that should be it. Is that going to be it for Kim Saw-hyun or Han Sung-hyuk? That'll be it. We'll have a pitching change. again, it was a very difficult situation for him because again, you have a guy that is not obviously not throwing well, but you'd have Kim So-hyun who's also not hitting well. But Kim So-hyun will come in. So there really were just actually the whole thing started because EJ Wan can't catch. Let's just throw that out there. EJ Wan can't catch. So EJ Wan drops that pop fly, and from there, everything else just Hanwha. But yeah, I mean, Han Seung-hyuk was obviously not throwing well, but with the bases loaded and bringing in Kim So-hyun, it's raining. It's tough to get a grip, as good of a grip as you would normally be able to get. It just wasn't a, it was a no-win situation. Obviously, they can't go with Ju-hyun Song, who's pitched awful. They're really running out of options at this point in the KT bullpen, or sorry, the Hanwha bullpen. But that's going to bring up Park Dong-won to face Kim So-hyun. Kim So-hyun on the season, 2 games, 1 hold, 2 innings, a whip of 1. As far as offensively, you'll have again Park Dong-won stepping in, and you should have OG Won over at third, and Kim Yeon-soo on first base. And the 1-0 pitch outside, and back picks him, but he dives in. And again, this is what I was talking about. Kim So-hyun here, he's already struggled. He's thrown two straight balls, and he struggles with command. Is especially coming in the middle of an inning, he just for some reason he struggles with it. And it is raining. It's a little harder to get a grip. And so even if they would have went to him in that situation, I think they run into some problems. And that's going to be a ground ball. Shimu Jun grabs it and throws across the diamond, and 3 away. But not before LG finally scratches across a couple runs after the big, huge air on the dropped pop fly by EJ Wan, and we will go to the 9th inning. Hanwha down to their last 3 outs. Once again, Hanwha is struggling to score. Like, struggling to score, I wouldn't even call it that. They 2 hits. Opening game against De Jesus, they had 2 hits through 7 innings. They ended up coming back and winning the game, yes. But then Tuesday's game, they had 2 hits. Yesterday's game, they had 2 hits. Today's game, they have 1 hit. They had 2 errors, or they had 2 hits and 1 error in Tuesday's game. They had 2 errors and 2 hits in yesterday's game. And today's game, they have 1 hit and 2 errors. In this series, they have 5 errors and 5 hits. So you can only imagine the lovely conversations that they are going to be having. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha is going to have Shimu Jun leading things off. I'm going to guess that they're going to have a pinch hitter here for Shimu Jun. And as far as the Kim Kong-yu will come in to close out the game for LG. All right. right, so Kim Kong-yu out on the mound, 4.50 ERA, 2 games, 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and a 1.5 WHIP. Again, they went out and signed him and Jang Hyun-sik from Kia to bolster this bullpen. Unfortunately, no, we do not have a pinch hitter. That's surprising, actually. All right, the 1-0, and it misses inside. It's 2-0. Oh, Shimu Jun in there. 0 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a pop fly to the second baseman. And that's in there for a strike. Oh, 2-1. So runner on, way back in the third inning, they had a runner on third with 1 out, and he struck out. So the 2-1 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman Moonbo Young grabs it, throws, and that's 1 away. 2 outs remaining for Hanwha as they'll flip the lineup back over to Kim Tae-yun, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a pop-up to the shortstop. And that is bounced in the dirt, and that will be 1-0. Oh, Kim Kong-rul has kind of just taken over the closer duties for LG as their bullpen is injured. Put it the easiest way. Moon Dong-ju pitched fantastic for Hanwha to start the game, but was taken out after the 5th inning. I'm sure he's wondering why. And the 1-0, and that's misses upstairs, 2-0. Struggling with command here as he's now thrown 6 pitches and only 2 of them were strikes. All right, the 2-0 pitch runs inside, 3-0. 7 pitches, 2 of them were strikes. All right, the 3-0. Yunjin Ponce looking on, and here comes the 3-0 counts. Way upstairs, ball 4, and they'll have the tying run coming to the plates. As I assume we're going to have a pinch runner here. Oh, Park Mong-won is going to come out and have a little conversation with him. They did have a this is the 3rd straight inning they have had an out and then a walk. The other ones were a 5-3 ground out, 5-3 ground out. Didn't even move them to third. The next one was a double play. So what's going to happen here? They got 1 out. They've got Moon Hyun Bin, who is going to be stepping in 0 for 3 on the day. Are they going to go with a pinch runner? No, they are not. So Moon Hyun Bin steps in, sets up on the outside, and as they check over on Kim Tae-yun over at first. All right, here comes the pitch. Moon Hyun Bin, and it looks at strike 1 on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Hanwha has at least had 4 base runners now. And the 0-1 pitch. Beautiful curveball catches the outside corner. That was a thing of beauty. Painting the corners like Greg Maddux with that pitch. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch to Moon Hyun Bin. Sets up way over in the other batter's box. And he fouls it away as it leaked way back over. And it stays 0-2. They do call him Mr. Clutch. The man is ridiculous in situations like this, as they set up on the outside once again, and he chops that one. Pitcher is going to grab it, toss it over to first, and that will be 2 away as he does move Kim Tae-yeon over into scoring position, but with 2 outs, and Florial, this is where he makes his name. Nick, are you still around? Is this where it happens? 0 for 18, 0 for 17 on the season. 0 for 2 today, 4 for 3. 4-3 ground out, a fly out to left. He did walk in his last at bat though. Can he tie the game? And first pitch pops it up. Given chase is Moonbo Young, but it'll get into the stands, and it's 0-1. Big time spot right here. All right. The 0-1 pitch. And that is going to be a single, his first hit of the KBO, as he finally comes through. And Kim Tae-yeon is going to come home to score. And Hanwha is on the board for the first time this week. Big time spots for Florial to come up with his very first hits. Well, Florial will be hanging out on first base. The game or the go-ahead run steps into the batter's box in Noshiwan. And that first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Rain is coming down a little harder. 278 on the season for Noshiwan, 0 for 3 for the day, a 1-3 ground out, a 5-3 ground out, and a foul pop fly to the shortstop. And the 0-1 pitch misses inside, 1-1. 16 pitches now for Kim Kong-gu. Again, yesterday, Im Chong-gyu threw a complete game shutout, so the bullpen is rested. Checks over on Florial. Florial does have speed. Again, they were saying he's a possible 2020 guy, but with the rain coming now, obviously you have to worry about being able to get traction and being able to slide. And Noshiwan pops that one up. Ojiwan under it, and that will be out number 3 as Hanwha finally scores in this series, but a little too late as they go down 2-1. Florial finally gets his first hits. Hanwha finally gets their first run of the series. They are apparently they're a 9th inning team, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I have to say. They're a late inning team. We'll just say that. But overall, Hanwha and LG, the starting pitchers pitched great. Moon Dong-ju, 5 innings, 61 pitches, 40-5 for strikes. So gave up 1 hit and had 6 strikeouts, but was taken out after the 5th inning. Don't really understand that. I really don't understand it. Jo Dong-wook came in and he pitched well enough. He walked 3 and gave up a hit. He had a chance to go behind multiple times. Han Sung-hyuk came in and saved him at 1 point, but he's going to end up taking the losses. He gave up 3 hits and a walk, did strike out 1, but he's going to take a loss. Kim Saw-hyun came in, did get the 1 out. For the LG side, once again, Hanwha cannot hit left-handers. They cannot hit left-handers. They couldn't hit left-handers all last year. They can't hit left-handers this year. Whatever it is, they cannot hit left-handers. Song Seung-gi, 7 innings, 94 pitches, 65 for strikes. Also gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Obviously, Hanwha has some serious issues offensively. They have serious issues. Their starting pitching outside of the starter from yesterday, who I said wasn't a great starter. He's maybe a number 5 starter. The numbers he's had is not what Hanwha paid for him. So, Hanwha is going to open up their brand new stadium tomorrow with in the middle of a 4-game losing streak. Big hopes coming into this season. Many fans thinking that they not only are going to make the playoffs, but a lot of the professionals, the experts, wherever they're watching from, picked Hanwha to finish all the way up in 3rd spot. I don't know who is knocking them, who's not in that top 3 spot between LG, Samsung, and Kia that suddenly is or isn't. But I mean, Hanwha will open their brand new stadium on a 4-game losing streak. LG remains undefeated. They're now 5-0. Hanwha tomorrow will face Kia. Kia currently up 3-0 against Kium. So they've been struggling too. You have to wonder really how good Kia is going to be without Kim Do-young. So anyway, Hanwha loses again. LG moves to 5-0, and my home uniform. My LG uniform gets the victory once again, as I think I've got 1 loss on the season with my my home uniforms. So tomorrow night I will be streaming Hanwha versus Kia, the very first game of again Hanwha's brand new stadium will be opening tomorrow. Then Saturday I will not be streaming. I'll be off on Saturday. Then I'll be back Sunday. And the way I looked at the latest poll should say another Kia versus Hanwha game. We'll check the post right. Yep. So it looks like Hanwha versus Kia will be on Friday and on Sunday. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time.